From the employers to the employees and the customers, the ravaging COVID-19 pandemic is impacting the insurance industry in multiple ways. The pandemic has forced many insurance companies to adopt a digitized mode of operation, thereby exposing them to cyber threats and attacks. As cybercriminals seek to take advantage of the pandemic, how are insurance companies faring, and what are the options available to curb these threats and attacks? From Voice of Nigeria, we present Security Watch, a quarter-hour feature that spotlights security challenges and efforts at protecting licensed property in Nigeria. In this edition, focuses on cybersecurity, an imperative for insurance companies in Nigeria. I am Feyishayo Oyebanji. Do stay. The COVID-19 pandemic poses a serious threat to the insurance industry. Many insurance companies have been forced to shift from a traditional way of doing business to a digitized method. In a bid to observe social distancing and minimize contact, most companies work remotely to sustain their operations. D.O.B. Olivia, an administrative staff of an insurance company in Nigeria, substantiates.
Prior to the whole pandemic, virtually all the operational production and everything was done in the office, but with the rise in the pandemic and the measures being taken to curb its spread, we've actually gone digital. We actually do most of our operations via the computer system without actually having to be in the office. So it's more like saying we work remotely right now. Not everyone, but to a great extent, we do work remotely.
With the in-person channel removed due to the pandemic, most insurance companies now leverage on the internet to carry out their daily transactions. Obiajulu Nwokolo, head of compliance of an insurance broker outfit in Nigeria, says the pandemic has both positive and negative impact.
For us as an insurance brokers, where we act as middlemen or agents between the insured, those picking up policies, and the insurer, that is the insurance companies or the underwriters, you see this COVID-19 has affected our company's mode of operations both positively and negatively, given that it has reduced manpower and we've had low business patronage. However, in the positive, it has helped us to maximize the use of the internet effectively and also use our internet banking and social media platforms to advertise our business and do our business with ease.
Although the pandemic has largely impacted how insurance companies run their operations, it is worthy of note that with the aid of the internet, many insurance outfits are rising to the challenges posed by the pandemic. Ifeoma Akwa, a marketer with an insurance company in Nigeria, corroborates.
Actually, the internet has been very helpful. It has helped us a lot because we can reach our customers as many as possible in a very short period. Unlike the conventional marketing, where you go out every day, traffic will hold you, but using the internet, we can even at home send a lot of mail, get a lot of response, communicate to the office. Things are becoming easy and easier, especially for us marketers. We are able to answer so many responses, even forward all their requests to the office, and in a jiffy, we get the response.
D.O.B. Olivia, an administrative staff of an insurance company in Nigeria, again highlights some of the strategies adopted by her organization to stay in business during this period.
Right now, it's something you just need a laptop in your house. You don't necessarily need to be in the office. You're just in your house. You get the required documents. You do it and then just upload it on the platform and it becomes legal, then you send the person's certificate and everything across. So we have the social media networks where we actually try to still do our advertisements. And then besides that, for our clients and other co-insurers, when we have meetings now, due to the pandemic, we obviously cannot meet physically. So we've actually had to launch and then go online. We use more of the Microsoft team. We use Zoom to organize meetings and seminars and whatnot.
While it's quite commendable that insurance companies are strategically using the internet to cushion the effect of the pandemic, the 2020 Deloitte Cybersecurity Outlook report calls for concern. The report shows that COVID-19 pandemic is forcing organizations to embrace new practices such as working remotely, and cybercriminals around the world are capitalizing on this crisis. The rate of cyber threats and attacks is perhaps the reason why cyber experts are projecting the importance of installing antivirus and malware protection software, data backups, network firewalls, data access, security and encryption software, as well as well-communicated procedures for internet usage. They also warn against sharing of passwords and personal identification number PIN. Tunde Okunye, Information Technology Research Officer of a cybersecurity organization in Nigeria, suggests that companies should set up staff champions that will monitor their networks in order to prevent cyber attacks.
The first step is being aware that these risks exist, right? You must be aware that these risks exist. When you are aware, then you institute staff champions who monitor your network.
The 2020 Deloitte Cyber Intelligence Center predicts a spike in phishing attacks, malspams, and ransomware attacks as attackers are using COVID-19 as bait to impersonate brands, thereby misleading employees and customers. Furthermore, it reveals that this will likely result in more infected personnel, computers, and phones. Nonetheless, Adedoyin Adedeji, project manager of an information technology outfit in Nigeria, gives tips on how insurance companies can detect these threats and attacks.
One of the key areas that cyber criminals are targeting insurance companies is through email phishing, because it's one of the most vulnerable areas and it's one of the areas where the company gets incoming information. Okay, so what most cyber criminals do is to first of all identify a top official within the organization, then set up what we call a social engineering system to steal their login credentials, either into their email address or into the company's corporate network. And once they are there, they can do a whole lot of malicious activities. One could be to target a top official within the company and create a social engineering system to steal their username and password, log in into their official email and send email as that particular person. Okay, so once they're able to steal their login information, they do identity theft and they start using that maliciously.
In the month of April 2020, the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, in a statement signed by Isaac Okorafor, the bank's Director of Corporate Communications Department, cautioned Nigerians on the activities of cyber criminals. Okorafor explained that there has been a rise in COVID-19 related cyber criminal activities all over the world, and that these criminals steal sensitive information or gain unauthorized access to computers or mobile devices using various techniques. In light of this, Olatunji Igbalajobi, a cyber expert, advises insurance companies to adhere strictly to the stop, think, and connect cyber ethics during this period.
When you go on the internet, before you do anything, take your time to stop. Be very, very careful and concise about what you want to do. And before you get yourself connected, think about the link. So when we say stop, think, connect, we are only saying that you take your time to sit back, have an understanding of the site you're visiting, make sure that the parameters are adequately secured, and you think before you then connect.
as cybercriminals continue to leverage on the pandemic, insurance companies must keep up with the trend of information technology, especially in terms of the Internet Protocol version they use for their daily transactions. Muhammad Rutman is the President, Internet Protocol version 6, IPv6 Council, Nigeria.
The depletion of IP version 4 is global, but when you come to Africa, they will still have blocks of IP version 4. That warrants the networks within Africa not to really push for IP version 6 because they still can have access to IP version 4. We are pushing for networks to adopt, and migrate their networks into IP version 6. Each individual user will get an identity online, So in terms of cybersecurity, it's more secured.
Working remotely is now the new normal due to the pandemic. However, if the software and databases of insurance companies are not secured by the end-to-end encryption and staff continue to remotely access them, their online systems can become vulnerable to cyber threats and attacks. Omotayo Richmond, Executive Director of an information technology company that provides business solutions to small and medium-scale enterprises, SMEs, says insurance companies must be ready to embrace the challenges posed by the pandemic.
What they need to do is to embrace all the challenges thrown up by the pandemic, always upgrade their security system to guide against phishing, and increase their awareness level with all their customers so that they will not fall victim. The training and retraining of their staffs on cybersecurity is very, very important. And lastly, I would say they should always evaluate their customers' account periodically to know if there is any breach.
No one seems to know how long this pandemic will last. Only time can tell. Nonetheless, insurance companies must continuously comply with cybersecurity ethics to keep their transactions safe. It is on this note we end this edition of Security Watch. The program focused on cybersecurity, an imperative for insurance companies in Nigeria. If you have comments and observations, please write to the producer, Security Watch, PMB 40003, Falomo, Ikoyi, Lagos, or send an email to info@von.gov.ng. You can also visit our website www.von.gov.ng and our social media platforms for more stories. Our Twitter handle is @VoiceOfNigeria. And our Facebook page is Voice of Nigeria -Von in capital. On behalf of the producer, Destiny Onyemihia, and the studio manager, Hakim Tokosi, I'm Feyishayo Oyebanji saying goodbye.